Hello, my name is Hannah Korse, and I'll be presenting 3 artists that relate to ecology and gender within death and photography. I'm starting off my presentation with Dorothea Lange, a American woman born in 1895. She is best known for her image Migrant Mother. However, I'm going to be focusing mainly on the images surrounding the Dust Bowl and the Depression era, as well as some of her later work. The first image here was taken on a farm in Childress County, Texas. This area was heavily affected by the Dust Bowl as the county borders Oklahoma. As you can see, this land is tilled, but it is so dry from the drought running rampant for the past 10 years. The next image here was taken about 2 years earlier than the previous one, but still around the Dust Bowl timeline. Here you can see that the eagle got stuck in a fence and passed away. A farmer who was starving and tired laying in the middle of the street with another farmer laying right next to him that you can see off screen right here. He's in the same position as well. Jobs and food were limited during this time period, so many suffered in the streets. These next 2 images were later taken in Lange's life, dating back to 1956. Both of these images are of burning fire, although they are different. The first image shows a man watching the wood burn on the hillside, as you can see right here. This image gives a great perspective on how small people are compared to the rest of the land. And here again, we have the fire on the hillside. The smoke coming off of the hill emphasizes the destruction. However, I believe this is a controlled fire burning. California is susceptible to wildfires. I wanted to share a quote by Norma D. Mahanti. She states, "Death brings forth life, and life leads to death." Mulugeta Ayin is an Ethiopian photojournalist who currently resides in Addis Ababa. His work normally focuses around a large range of subjects. Some themes included are the study of relations between various social identities. Ayin is currently working for the Associated Press and has been featured at the Nobel Peace Prize back in 2019 for his series Ethiopian Spring. Unfortunately, Ayin doesn't title his images, but instead groups them into projects which can be viewed on his website. I wanted to start off with a single image from his series El Nino, showcasing the drought that occurred in 2019. You can see this farmer struggling to harvest food within the barren wasteland. I like that the man is hiding behind the crop. To me, this is representative of how the drought is completely taking over the land and the people there. The remainder of images are from his series Flight ET 302 and the crash that occurred in Addis Ababa. The Ethiopian aircraft crashed on March 10th of 2019 due to complications with taking off due to a flawed design and led to the death of 157 people. As you can see here in this image, a woman is mourning the loss of her loved one as she is hysterically crying and throwing dirt all over her face. It's really heart-wrenching. The next image you can see is the result of the crash as volunteers are cleaning up the debris. You can see all the destruction that was caused from the crash. The next image, I wanted to showcase how the fire from the crash affected the land. It was completely destroyed. It had completely destroyed the entire field. As you can see, volunteers continuing to work and clean up the debris. Flowers have been left for the people who had died. In this last image, you can see another person grieving over the loss of their loved one, cowering over and stuffing his face into the picked flowers for the memorial. You can see that the people piled up sticks and stones to create a gravestone for the one who passed away, right up here. Nick Brandt is an English photographer who always focuses on themes related to the disappearance of the environment as mankind is slowly killing most of the natural world. He works exclusively in Africa, focusing mainly on a black and white palette for his images. The nonprofit organization Big Life Foundation was founded by Brandt in order to conserve Africa's ecosystem and wildlife back in 2010. The first image is from his series titled Inherit the Dust, which showcases the dramatic effects of the wasteland that mankind leaves behind on land which wildlife once roamed free. The elephant is almost moving through the image, giving us a better idea of what the land once looked like. Trash is being burned, humans and birds are scavenging the land that is now destroyed. In this next image, the rangers from the Big Life Foundation are shown holding the tusks of elephants who were killed by poachers. The rangers are lined up from largest to smallest, creating a slight curve that almost looks like a spine. Again, here is another image of the elephant tusks. The rangers are moving them across the dry and barren wasteland as the clouds overtake the sky. Lion trophy is the next image I would like to discuss. I personally think that the placement of this lion is what makes this image so powerful. The lion is overlooking the land he once roamed, made into a trophy and mounted onto a pole to slowly watch the environment die with him. And finally, the last image I would like to discuss for this project is another image from Brandt's series Inherit the Dust. The chimpanzee overlooks the land that was once their home, now turned to ruin by the destruction of mankind. The alleyway is dark, damp, and filled with smoke, and humans walk around the trash. The images from this series present an idea of a future apocalypse for the wildlife in Africa. That concludes my project on ecology and gender within death and photography. Thank you.